Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to talk about a topic called logic consistency. So what exactly do we mean by logic consistency and what are the rules that we need to keep in mind while solving questions based on this particular area? Now, logical consistency is about a set of claims of identifying those claims which are logically possible. And to do this, there are certain logical connectives that are being required. The logical connectives are the first kind of is if and the same meaning which is implied by if, when, whenever, anytime, along with, they all keywords would come into one category. The second logical connective is only if or only when. The third would be if and only if or when and only when. And the fourth one is either or. Now, there are separate rules or there is separate procedure to go along with each kind of these logical connectives. So we will have to take them in order and understand that when we are talking about a logical connective, let's say only if, what are the possible deductions that I can draw out of it? Or if I'm dealing with either or, what are the logics that can be deduced out of this connective? So logical consistency is about deduction of logic, and that's why it's also called deductive logic sometimes. So let's have a look at the rules one by one. The first rule is if, when, whenever. So whenever the logical connective in the question happens to be if, when, whenever, we will have to keep this framework in our mind. Now, if we have a statement, we get fat if we eat junk food. In this statement, we can clearly see that eating junk food is happens to be the cause, and the effect of eating junk food is somebody getting fat. So in these kind of questions, it's important to identify the two major components of the statement. That what is the cause element? There's something which is, which is leading. There's an event, or there's a necessary condition which is leading to something else, which we quantify as effect. So the every sentence or the every question based on logical consistency would have two parts. One, the cause, and the effect which is arising out of that cause. So here we can have four cases. We eat junk food, we get fat. We do not eat junk food, we do not get fat. If you look closely, this is like we eat junk food is the cause, we get fat is the effect, we do not eat junk food is the negation of cause, that is cause not happening. We do not get fat is the effect not happening. So we'll have to draw our rules based on these. Now, if we carry out the analysis of the above four conditions, we get the following results. Now, according to the question, if we eat junk food, we get fat. So, if somebody is eating junk food, they will get fat for sure. This will surely happen. Now, if you can recall, this was the cause and this was the effect. So, if cause is happening, effect is always there. So, cause is always leading to the effect. Now, if we see if somebody is getting fat, can we say that that person must have eaten junk food? May or may not. There could be other reasons leading to that person getting fat. Could be lack of exercise, could be, the hereditary issues, could be, the side effects of some medicines. We see these all conditions can lead to someone getting fat. So if we see somebody is getting fat, the eating of junk food, it would be like that person may have eaten junk food or may not have eaten junk food. So this is not sure. So we cannot say that if we see effect happening, this will essentially lead to the cause must have happened. No, there's no surety here. Similarly, if we see that someone has not eaten junk food, that means cause has not happened. So can we say that person might not have gotten fat? No, because there could be other reasons to get fat or to not get fat. So we say if cause has not happened, So effect has not happened. Again, this is not a sure thing. This is a there's a chances of possibility here. When we look at the fourth condition, if we do not get fat, that means effect has not taken place. Can we say the cause must have not taken place? Yes, this can be said with surety, because when we speak out a sentence like that if you eat junk food, you will get fat. So that's a mandatory conditions. So if you're eating junk food, you'll get fat. If you're not getting fat, that means you have not eaten junk food. So the two possible outcomes, or the two conclusions which have surety in them, is the first one, cause leading to the effect, and the last one, that effect has not happened, that will lead us to believe that the cause must have not happened also. So to summarize this, if A then B means, this is surety that A, if A has happened, B has surely happened. B may or may not imply A, so this is not a sure condition. Not A may or may not imply not B, but not B definitely implies not A. So you can remember this in terms of A or B, or if cause and effect seems easier to you, you can always relate it to, if cause is there, effect is there. If effect is not there, cause is not there. So these are the two conclusions that one must draw whenever you see the logical connective of if, when, whenever. As you can see here, the if then is a sufficient condition for the effect to occur. The effect is a necessary outcome of the cause, but is not limited to a single cause. Then there can be other causes for it to occur. That's what you need to keep in mind. Let's take an example here. India wins if Sachin scores 100. So the cause happens to be here is Sachin scoring 100, and the effect is India wins. So if Sachin scores 100, India wins the match. India wins the match. Sachin may or may not have scored 100. Okay. Sachin does not score 100. That does not mean that India has not won the match. It may or may not. But if India does not win the match, we can for sure say that Sachin did not score 100. So that is how we need to solve a question, a logical consistency question based on the logical connective of if, when, whenever. Moving on to second connective, which is defined as only if and only when. Now, only if A then B implies, here the situations will differ slightly from the earlier case. A does not imply B. So, if A is happening, A is a cause, and we say if A has happened, B has definitely happened. This can be true and cannot be true. So, this is not a surety thing. But if B has happened, B is happening only if A is happening. So if we see the event B happening or event B occurring, this could definitely lead us to believe that A must have had happened. So this is a sure thing. Not A implies not B. So if A has not happened, B would not have happened. Even there is a 100% chances, 100% surety in that. Not B may or may not imply not A. So this is not a sure thing. There are chances that A not happening of A could be there and could not be there. Let's understand this better with an example. I will be born only if my mother was pregnant. So, okay. So there are four possible cases that emerge out of these conditions. My mother is pregnant, I am born. My mother is not pregnant, I am not born. Okay. So here, if I look at this statement, I will be born is the effect, and only if my mother is pregnant is the cause. So my mother is pregnant is the cause. I am born is the effect. My mother is not pregnant is the cause not happening. I am not born is the effect not happening. So if we, if we categorize all these four possible cases in terms of cause and effect, we would see there's a cause and effect, there's a negation of cause, and there's a negation of effect. So now analyzing the statements. My mother is pregnant. So, if you recall, this is the cause statement, that my mother being pregnant is the cause. This was the cause statement, and I am born is the effect statement. My mother is pregnant. I may or may not be born. Why? Because my mother is pregnant. My mother could be pregnant with any of my sibling also. So if my mother is pregnant, that may or may not lead to that I'll be the child that who's born. So the cause is there, but if is the effect there, it there is like may or may not. The surety is not there. I might be born, or it could be that one of my siblings is born. I am born. So the effect is there. I am born. So I will only be born if my mother was pregnant. So effect is there. That would lead us to that cause must have been there. So there is a surety here. If my mother is not pregnant, that means cause is not there. My mother was not pregnant. Can I ever be born? No. So if cause is not there, effect is not there. I am not born. That means effect is not there. Will that lead me to believe that my mother was not pregnant? No. My mother could be pregnant with some of the other siblings of mine. Okay. So I am not born would not essentially mean that my mother was not pregnant. So it's like again may or may not. So effect is not happening. Will lead to cause not happening? No. This is may or may not. So the two outcomes or the conclusion that can be 100% sure in case of a logical connective only if or only when are these two. Effect happening is leading us to believe that cause must have been there, and if cause not happening, leading us to believe that effect is not there. Now the third logical connective, which is if and only if, and if and only when. Now if and only if, then B would mean all the four possible conditions are possible. That if we want to understand this in terms of cause and effect, then if cause is there, effect is there. If we see effect happening, that must mean that cause must have happened. Cause not happening would lead to effect not happening, and if we see not happening of the effect would mean lead us to believe that cause is or cause must have not happened. So all the four possible conditions are true, or all the four possible outcomes remain valid when we have a logical connective of if and only if. It's only with the if and only if that we need to take care of the order, but for if and only if, all the four possible outcomes remain valid. So if we have a sentence, India wins if and only if Sachin scores 100. So Sachin scores 100, India wins the match. Cause happening, effect happening. India wins the match, Sachin scores 100. That would lead us to believe. So this is also valid. Sachin does not score 100. Cause not happening. India did not win the match. For sure. India did not win the match. Effect not happening would lead us to believe that cause must have not been there. So all the four possible outcomes remain true or remain valid in case of if and only if. Now the fourth logical connective is either A or B. Now either A or B, usually people mean that if A has happened, that would mean B is not there. So this is not the case. In fact, this cannot be taken as true in all of the cases. Whereas not A would have definitely meant that B is there, or not B would have definitely meant that A is not there. Okay. Happening of A may or may not imply not B, and similarly B, happening of B may or may not imply not A. So the key thing that you need to keep in mind whenever we are drawing a conclusion out of this connective either or, first we are looking for a negation of one event. Negation of one event would lead to the happening of the other event. This is a sure, there's a surety here. Other way around, it might or might not happen. There is no sure thing over there. There's not 100% surety associated with that. Okay. The cadet breaks file only when the parade gets interrupted. So the cause here is parade getting interrupted, and the effect is the cadet breaks file. And we are talking about the logical connective of only when. Now with only when, if you can recall, the two possible or the two conclusions which remain valid is, if we see that effect has happened, that would lead us to believe that cause must have been there. That's one. Two, if cause is not there, then effect will also not be there. These are the two possible outcomes or the two conclusions that can be drawn from this particular connective. Now we'll have to see the options. If the cadet didn't break file is the effect not happening. The parade didn't get interrupted is the cause not happening. The cadet broke file is the effect happening, and the parade got interrupted is the cause happening. So we need effect followed by cause, or negation of cause followed by negation of effect. So when we look at the first option A, B, which is talking about effect not happening and then cause not happening, we are talking about the logical connective of only when. So effect not happening will not lead us to cause not happening, so this cannot be our answer. C, D. C is the effect happening and D is the cause must have been there. Yes, this is a possible or the valid outcome from a connective of only when. B, A. B is cause not happening, A is effect not happening. Yes, this is again a valid outcome from this particular connective. So our answer has to be both A and B. All what matters in this questions is the order. You need to follow the order in the option, that effect should come first and then you should have the cause element, or first you need to have the negation of cause that will give you the negation of effect. So order needs to be kept in mind every time. Either he pays me back or I sue him. So if I define this as event A and this as event B, I sue him is A, he pays me back is B, I don't sue him is A dash, he doesn't pay me back is B dash. We are talking about either or. So first the possible or the valid outcomes would be A dash leading us to B or B dash leading us to A. This is what we are looking at. AD, option AD, I sue him, he doesn't pay me back. So this is talking about A, B dash. BC is B, he pays me back, and that would lead to I don't sue him, that's lead to A dash. CB, A dash, B, and DC, B dash, A dash. Now look at the possible outcomes. First we need a negation, then we would know the second event has definitely happened. That we can see happening in the option C. Event A has not happened, that is leading us to believe that for sure the event B must have happened. So our answer is option number C. If I go to party, then I will enjoy myself. Let's break this example firstly into cause and effect. So the cause here is I going to a party is the cause. Effect is I will enjoy myself. Now here we are talking about a logical connective if then. If then, the valid conclusions that can be taken out of the logical connective if then is cause happening leading us to effect happening, or effect not happening, leading us to cause must have not happened. These are the two valid outcomes that can be taken out from this particular connective. Now, I don't enjoy myself. That is the negation of effect. I go to the party is the cause. I did not go to the party is the negation of cause. I enjoy myself is the effect happening. Let's look at the options here. Option A is CA. That is, CA is cause not there, effect not there. Can this be taken as a valid outcome in terms of if then? No. DB. D is the effect, B is the cause. Can this be taken as a valid outcome? No. AC. A is the effect not happening, leading us to cause not happening. Yes, this is the valid outcome in case of if then. And BC does not make any sense because it's like cause and then cause not happening. That's like absurd. So that's how it's easier to deal with the connections or the questions based on logical consistency. Just break the given sentence in terms of cause and effect, and remember the rules that these two will remain valid in case of if then, whereas these two remains valid in case of only when, and all the four remains valid in case of if and only if, or when and only when. And for either or, remember we need the negation first and then the definiteness of the other. So this is either or. These are the simple thumb rules that you need to keep in mind when you're solving questions based on logical consistency. So do practice more on logical consistency to build up your speed and accuracy. So thank you. Bye bye. Take care.